Hi, I'm Donna with Donna's Things. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for taking the time, joining in, coming to see what's going on this side of the camera. I really do appreciate it. If you are returning, you know my heart. I appreciate you and your time also. So, happy Tuesday. I am here. This is part 2 of how things go in Donna's sewing room. I think that's what I titled it. How things go in Donna's sewing room. And I'm not going to be before you as long with all the chit chat. I do have a couple of garments I want to show you. But when I finish that first one, if you haven't seen it, please go back and watch it. I answer like indirectly a lot of the questions that sometimes come in the comments, or even to people that I know outside of those who are commenting on the video. So when I left you, I had shown you my McCall 7933. I think it's 7933. My pink North cotton dress, and I was just talking about the how I do things. So I want to pick up here with the inspiration piece. I get inspired by several different things. It could be a bag. I can see a bag. Let me get the bag. A bag. Like, I can see this bag right here, in TJ Maxx, and I will love the colors in the bag, and I'll see this, and this is the kind of thing that causes me to do a collection, because I will pick up on several of these colors that are in here and make a group, a collection, a wardrobe per se out of those colors. Then sometimes I am also inspired, like what I'm going to show you today. I went in the fabric store and I was looking for something, because I said in another video that I was going to be going a few places. I needed some nice things to wear, and I saw this blue brocade, and I'll show it to you a little more in depth. But it has gold in it, it has pink, it has coral, of course the blue, and then there's like a lavender in there, and the gold has a greenish hue. And so I ended up then with this green fabric, which led me to this ombre fabric, which led me to what I have on today. And so I end up with groupings of, one or various colors, but one color scheme. I feel like, I watch some videos and they talk about what you should wear after 40, what you should wear at 60, what you shouldn't do, what this looks like, what that looks like. And I remember a time in my life I used to go by all of that. Now, assuming the people who are telling us these things are professionals in the fashion world, I'm not saying we're not going to listen to them, but I am saying that I am so thankful that we're free to embrace whatever colors that we like. Now, my mom was a very classy lady, but she didn't do a whole lot of colors. She wasn't afraid of color. She didn't do a lot of colors, but she was dressed all the time. And if she was going to highlight a color, it was going to be red. As she was bold enough to wear it anytime she wanted to wear it, in any style that she wanted to wear it. But if she had, black and white, brown and white, or gray and pink, something real toned down, she was just as beautiful in those muted or monochromatic colors as she was when she would put on something that had a pop of color, especially if that color pop was red. And so I feel like it's your color preference what you want to do. Now, I myself, I am coming from a black and white, gray, pink color palette. You would not see me in other colors. My closet was black and white. I might have had a hint of color in a scarf. I might have had a hint of color in a top because I wore a lot of suits. But these colors that you're seeing now, especially this that I have on, this was a definite no-no. And I am loving every bit of it. Now, I got some notes, so you see me looking down, because I don't want to be forever with you. I do want to bring up, while we're talking about what goes on or how I do things in my sewing room, a comment came across a couple of months ago. I had not answered it, and I've been going back looking for it, but I don't see it. I know it's in there. I don't see it. But someone asked me about sewing McCalls and simplicity. I grew up sewing simplicity, a little bit of Berta, but simplicity and Butterick are the patterns that I grew up on. I then ventured out into Vogue patterns, but those were the two main ones, the simplicity and the Butterick. I started sewing McCall's patterns later on in the years. It was never anything wrong with them, just habitually, and I imagine that's probably what my mom was doing, was those simplicity patterns and then Butterick. And you know, Butterick has been doing those lifestyle patterns for a long time. And because I was a suit person, it was always easy to buy the pattern that got the jacket, the top, the skirt, and the pants. Between the simplicity and the McCalls, I don't know which one I find easier to sew, if either one, but I do find that I fit the simplicity patterns better than I do the McCall. So that's something you have to think about when you're making your clothing. You can use any pattern you want, but if you have to know that, wow, if I use this McCall's pattern, I'm gonna have to do a whole lot of adjusting. I really don't want to do that. Or, you know, let me just use simplicity. I barely have to try the clothes on. They're a good fit no matter what. So that is how I do things in my sewing room. Now, I want to show you a couple of garments. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail because I don't want to take up too much time. The videos, the first part, I really want you to see it. It's like 20 minutes long. It got some cuts in it, y'all, but hey, I got everything in there that needed to be in there. And then we have this one. So let me start with what I am wearing. This is Vogue 1886. This caftan is beautiful. They said that it is a reissue circa 1979 design. So it's a vintage design pattern. Now you can't see it all the way that I have this camera, but I am going to show you pictures of it. But it is so super, super cute. Now they have buttonholes here, and you pull the drawstring inside around your waist and tie. I attach mine on the side. This is my waist. I don't like the tie here. I'm going to move it up just a little bit, but it has this flounce on it here. This is actually the sleeve. Now, hopefully my bra's not showing, but the back has this deep scoop in the back, and then the rounded neckline in the front. Now the sleeve is sewn on. There is a seam here. The sleeve sewn on. Because my underside of my fabric was not vibrant like this, I put this black lining in it. It did not come this way in the pattern, but I am loving this side piece. You see this? They have a side piece attached here and attached here, and it has a dart so that it fits in with you. So that seam that's back here connecting the sleeve and the back also connects this inside piece. I made a pattern like this before, but it didn't have this inside piece. The sides were connected like this, you know, just this seam all the way down here, and that was it. So this right here makes it so gorgeous, and I am loving it. This is an ombre fabric that I used. I got it from Joann's. Y'all know I always say I don't buy fabric from Joann's, but they had 40% off and then another 25% with my military ID, so it was actually worth wearing it. I love it. Vogue 1886. Now, I said that I needed some things to wear because I was going some places. And Butterick 6756, this jumpsuit. 6756, here are the line drawings. And before I tell you that, this is a medium. I use the size medium. And in this jumpsuit, I used the size 8. And I'm going to tell you, it started at size 6. I used the size 8. I could have used the 6. And for real, I could have used the 4. Now, this is another fabric that I bought from Joann's because of the sale. It's a modal knit, M-O-D-A-L knit in this green. Ooh-wee. You talk about something that feels like butter. This thing is to die for. Not literally. However, this is the jumpsuit. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. You see the elastic in the band here. It does have the crossover here. Now my shoulders have just 2 rows of elastic here. This is supposed to be drawstrings. I didn't want drawstrings, so it's just 2 rows of elastic here. It does have pockets. And then of course, it's not a really too much of a flare leg, but it's like that. And you will see it. Absolutely, absolutely beautiful. I love it. So after I made this one, I was like, shoot, I want another one. And I did just that. Now on this one, this is an ombre also. Another piece that came from Joann's. It was in the athletic wear department. It's a knit. They call it a metallic knit, athletic knit. Well, this is that same jumpsuit. Now, I did not put the pockets. I did not do anything to the shoulder here. It just drapes. It has that same V front, and then of course the elastic in the waist. And I will show you that one also, but look at that coloring. So nice. Same pattern, but look at what it does. And I have paired these up with the right shoes and the right belt so they would make the perfect outfit. So I think either one of these jumpsuits will let me go anywhere I need to go. Then the third piece that I made, because I have 2 events coming up, the third piece that I made is pants and a top. And let me get the pattern. Oh, sorry. Let me get the pattern. Let me find. I'm sorry. Now, I'm going to talk about the pants first because they're just some elastic waist pants. It's New Look 6289. I just made the plain pair of pants. New Look 6289. And the pants are out of a, it's kind of like a shantung, but it's sheer. I looked on the receipt because I forgot what it said on the bolt itself. But the right side of the fabric is shimmery like this waist. But I actually made the pants on the wrong side. The wrong side looks just like a shantung. Now, it is sheer, pretty much, but you guys know I always say you put on a pair of petticoats, you put on some Spanx or something, and you are covered. So I did put the shiny part on the waist. I think I put it on there, but that wasn't what I was supposed to do. It's just that when I made the band, I was like, oh, well, it's going this way. So it's on there. And here are the pants. The truth of the matter is I wasn't quite bold enough to put the pants on the shiny side, even though I love it. Now, let me take a pause here because I made a dress and I put a label in it that said "So Obsessed," S-E-W, obsessed. And I was thinking to myself, I don't know if I want to say that. I'm not really obsessed about anything. But then I got to thinking, yes, you are. That's how come when you look at them seams in your garment, ain't nothing like a French seam, right? Oh my gosh, so gorgeous and stuff. So I was like, yeah, you do obsess about a little thing, because my mom would be like doing cartwheels if she saw my work, because I never did inside seams. It used to be a mess. This thing might have been made with some black thread if that's what was on my machine, and she would have a fit. But now, Mom, I am serging, French seaming. I'm cleaning it all up. I'm using the right thread, or at least very, very close to it. So if you can look, if you see, I don't know how well, hopefully very well, you can see these colors. That coral, ooh, that's in there, and this, gorgeous. Now, this is a satin brocade, and I used McCall's 8482 to make the top. McCall's 8482. The skirt's really pretty, but I just needed the top. Now on this, I did use, it comes like a 4, 8, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I did use the 12. I needed every bit of it. You can see the elastic around here. This full sleeve, it's gathered where you actually see the gathers up here. You got the elastic band here, just the front that's on the fold. You got the back that's on the fold. There is elastic in the waist here. This is elastic, and it had a belt, and I made the belt, and I need the belt. Now, this top is quite cropped. Definitely more than I would have liked. I added maybe 1 inch to it because I was like, you know what, I'm gonna wear it just the way that they did it. So I think I gave it 1 inch, but it has the belt, so when I put it on, and you'll see it, isn't that pretty? When I put it on, when you see it in the video, it does stop on me right there. My pants pretty much meet it. I got the belt on, different from what I normally wear, but it is for special occasions, and so I am looking forward to being able to wear that. I took out all my nice shoes to see what's going to happen, because I am still trying to go out. I'm still trying to put these heels on because I know once I take them off, I will not be able to put them back on. So that is all I wanted to share with you today. Thank you so very much for your time. Like I said, if you get a chance, both of these videos are posted in the same day. So you're going to see part 1 and part 2. Take a moment, get some coffee, sit down, watch it, and then of course, you'll come back and watch this one. I just appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Hit that like button, share my channel, subscribe if you will, but more than anything, ring that bell so that you can be notified every time I upload a video. Thank you for watching. Bye.